Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have completed all the product API of Cafe Management System project. If you have not seen that video, just go to description and check out the link. In this video, we are going to work on Bill API. So let us start with that. So first we are going to create the table to store the data. So I'm going to database over here, right click on this, new query, and here we are going to write the query to create the table. So create table, and it should be bill and ID int identity 1,1, and it should be primary key, and after that we have storing unique UUID, so varchar, and it should be of 200. After UID, name varchar, it's 255. After that we are going to store the email address of customer, so it should be 255. Contact number varchar 20, and the payment method we also need to store, that will be while we are generating the bills, so it should be of 50 size. After that, total amount, and it should be int, and then we are going to store the product details, and it should be n varchar, and here this will be max, and created by varchar, and it should be 255, and then we are going to close this, execute this query, and cafe video selected, database executed it, and if I refresh this one, you can see a bill table has been created. Now we have to go to our project vs, and here first we need to import our table. So I'm going to update model from database. I'm going to select this one, click over here, click on bills, click on finish. It will take few seconds to store to get that, so just scroll a little bit. You can see it's loading. Now if you see, you can see bill table imported over here. Now let's save this one. After that, just close this one, and then we have to import a package that will use to generate the PDF or bill, you can say. So go to the tool, edit package manager, click on this one, and then we have to go to the browse, and here we have to write text 7 and press enter. So go to the top of, you can see, scroll up and you can see this option. Let me close this one and select over here, click on install, and it will take some time to install this package. And here you can see we have to click on OK, click on I accept the license, and it has started downloading all the files. You can see it's loading, and we have to wait for a few seconds, and it's added successfully. Okay, so just close this one also. Now we have to create a file in the controller. So right click on the controller, click on add, and click on controller. Then we have to click on web API, click on add, and write bill controller, click on add, and after that, inside of this one we have to import few things. So here we have to write cafe entities and cafe entities, so it should be db.new cafe entities, this one. Click over here, and you just need to import this one. Click over here to remove the error. After cafe entities, after that response is equals to new response, and after that one more variable here we are going to create that will be related to path, PDF path. So PDF path is equals to, and the path will be, we are going to just store the files in E drive, so I'm going to pass it over here. So we also need to add here route prefix, so route prefix, and here we have to write API/bill and save this. And we also need to import few things over here, so let me close this one first, and here we have to write using itext, this one, and here kernel.pdf, and using itext.kernel.pdf.canvas.draw, and using itext.layout, using itext layout. Just copy paste this one 2 times over here, 2, and in this we just need to add dot, and here we have to write element, and the next one we have to write properties, and using system.web, using system.input output, and using system.net.http.headers, using system.collections, and models, and after that newtonsoft.json we also going to use, using newton.soft.json. This one, save this. After this we have to write the API to generate the report, or you can say bill. So we have renamed this as a report, you can say. So http post method, and route will be generate report, and okay, it should be in this bracket, that's why it's throwing the error. Okay, not this one, delete this one. And here we have to write custom authentication filter, this one, and public http response message, and generate report, and here from body bill we need to import, and let me scroll this one a little bit, and here we have to write try catch block, exception ex, and here we have to return request dot create response http status code dot internal server error comma ex. We just need to return this one, and in try block we have to write var token. So we are going to get the token from request dot header dot get values and authorization token JSON dot first. Okay, so here we just need to write first, close the bracket, save this. After this we have to write token claim variable, and then we have to write token manager, and then validate. We are going to validate the token, and inside this we have to just pass the token After that, we have to get the time, and as well as we are going to generate the UID, GUID. So to like give the bill name or bill ID name. So here we have to write date time dot now dot ticks, this one, and after that where GUID and GUID dot new UID and dot to string. After that where unique ID we are going to create, or unique bill ID you can say. So ticks dot to string plus equals dash, and then we are going to concat GUID, and then okay, here we have to just remove this one brackets from here. So you can see error has been removed. After that, here we have to pass in the bill created by, we have to pass the email address which we are going to get it from claims. So email, and after that bill dot UUID is equals to unique ID, whatever we created over here we have to just pass. After that db dot bill dot add, then we have to add this in our database, and then we have to save that changes. So save changes, and then we have to call a method that will be generate our actually bill. So here outside of this one API, here we have to write private void get, and in this we are expecting bill object, and here we are going to call the method. So here we have to go to write get, and in this we are going to pass the bill, and then we are going to return request dot create response and http status code dot ok, and here we have to write new UUID is equals to bill dot UUID, this one, and at the end put semicolon and save this. After that we have to go to the below method, and we have to actually write the actual logic to generate this PDF. So I'm going to write over here inside this one. Here we have to write try catch block first, catch, and in the try block we have to write, here we have to just write exception for now, exception ex, and in try block we have to first write the code dynamic. Let me scroll this one a little bit up. Dynamic product details, which we are going to from okay UI, and JSON converter we need because we are getting it in the like a string form. Let me show you which form I'm talking about. So in this form we are going to get it from UI whenever we pass the product details which has been purchased by the user. So we have to deserialize that one. So deserialize object and bill dot product details, in this we need to just pass. After that where today date, so today's date, and here we have to write date and space plus convert dot to date time, and in this date time dot today and dot to string, and we are going to pass the mm/dd/yyyy, and at last put semicolon. After that here we have to write pdf writer, this one, and writer equals new PDF writer, and inside this one we have to pass the PDF path that we have created. We have and bill.uuid, this one, plus and .pdf. We have to write the extension, put semicolon. After this we have to write PDF document PDF, new PDF document, this one, and in this we just need to pass the writer. After that, document new document, and in this we are going to pass the PDF object. Then we are going to set the header, so I'm going to write here header, and paragraph header, new paragraph, and in this we are going to write cafe management system, and then we have to write set bold and dot set text alignment should be at center, text align dot center, then set font size 25, and after that put semicolon at the end of this one, and then we have to write document dot add, and here we have to write header. This paragraph we are going to add in our document. After that, here we have to add for new line, so new line, and here we have to just write paragraph new line equals to new paragraph and new text, and just you need to break the line. For that purpose we are going to write the code. Let me scroll this one. After that, for line separator we are going to write the code, so header and line separator, and here we have to write slash and new line separator and new solid line, and put semicolon and document dot add, and here we have to just write ls and we have to just pass that object. After that, here we have to create a paragraph. In that we are going to put all the customer details, so we just write here customer details, so customer details, and here we have to write customer details and new paragraph, and here we have to write name space bill dot name, and after that plus slash n email space dot bill dot email plus, and then the next will be contact number, so contact number space then plus bill dot contact number, after that bill contact number plus slash payment method space plus bill dot payment method, and at last put semicolon and save this. Let me show you the complete line. So customer details, new paragraph, and inside name, which will be bill name, we are going to get it, email bill name bill dot email, contact number bill dot contact number, payment method and payment dot bill dot payment method, and after that we have to just add this one in our in document. So document dot add, and here we have to pass the customer details, put semicolon, and after that here we have to create a table to display all the product details, right? So here just write table. Let me scroll this one, and table is equals to new table, and 5 and false we need to pass, put semicolon. After that table dot set width, we're going to set the max as this one, so unit value dot percent comma 100. Then we have to pass the header, cell header name, new cell 1 comma 1, and dot set text alignment, and the text alignment dot center, and dot set bold dot add new. Okay, it should be above, it's giving us error, so brackets should be there, and new paragraph, and in this we just need to write name and put semicolon at the end. So in the same way we have to copy paste 4 times this one. Let me copy this one, paste it over here for the category 2, 3 and 4. So one by one we are going to change the name. So the first after category, here we have to change the category. So category, and this will be for category header. Okay, so it should be header category, So after header category, the next will be for price, quantity. So here we also need to change to quantity, and after quantity the next will be for price. So I'm going to change the price, and here we also need to change to the price. Then you can see error has been removed. Now we have to write the code. So table dot add cell, and here we have to write header name, and then table dot add cell, and then category header category. Let me copy this line of the code 2, 3 more times over here, 1, 2 and 3, and here we have to change to header quantity, then we have to change to header price, and then we have to change this one to subtotal. Okay, so here we did some mistake, I think. So it is still giving us error. So this will be header for name, okay, in the category. So we just need to delete this one and just copy paste this one is below and paste it over here, and change this ones to subtotal, and subtotal, and here we have to also change this ones to subtotal, and here we have to just pass subtotal over here, and now you can see all the errors has been removed. You can format this one later. And after that, here we have to add like all the product details in our table, right? So for that we have to use for each loop, and here we have to write J object product in product details, this one, and inside this one we have to write cell name cell and new cell 1 comma 1 and set text align and text align dot center and dot add and new paragraph, and in this one we have to write product and double quotes we have to write name dot to string and at the last put semicolon. So in the same way we have to write the code for the other cells. So I'm just going to copy paste this part of the code and paste it over here. Let's put little space first. 1 2 3 4, and we are going to rename this one. So I'm going to change this one as a category cell, category, and here we also need to change to category, and after category the next will be for quantity. As per this one headers, we have to just pass this one, and this name should be as per like in the JSON we are going to get it. So if you see over here, you can see there's a name, category, quantity, price and total. So the name should be like this. Okay, so I'm going to write in here quantity or category. Okay, quantity we have to write T, and after quantity the next will be for price. So I'm going to write here price, then here we have to write total, and here we have to write total. Let me scroll this one, and to string. After writing this line of the code, you have to add these things in our table. So table dot add cell, and in this one we have to write name cell, and I'm going to copy paste this one 4 times. Okay, so I'm just need to copy paste this one. So copy paste it over 1 2 3 and 4, and we are just going to change the category cell. After category the next will be quantity cell, and after quantity the next will be price cell, and after that here we have to write total cell, and just go outside of this one loop, and then we have to write document dot add, and here we have to write table and put semicolon. After that paragraph, last new paragraph, and in this one we need to display the total amount which we are going to get it from UI. So here we have to write total and bill dot total amount we are expecting, plus /n and thank you message we also need to add. So thank you for visiting, please visit again. This message we are going to pass and put semicolon at the end, and document dot add. Let me scroll this one right side, add, and here we have to write last, and document dot close, and then we have to write console error we are going to just print. So console dot write line, and here we write ex and save this. So our bill has been generated. Now we have to write the code to get that PDF. Okay, so outside of this one we are going to write here HTTP post method, this one, and route, and here get PDF and custom authentication filter. Let me scroll this one, and here we have to write public HTTP response message and get PDF from body and bill and try catch exception ex. And in the try block we have to write, let me write over here. So first, and here we have to write if bill.name does not exist in our PDF. In that case we have to if exist, then we have to call a method that will be bill, and here we have to just pass this one. And outside of this one we have to write HTTP response message, and here we have to write response is equals to request dot create response and HTTP status code dot OK, and then we have to get the path of the and file name, so file path and PDF path, this one which we have created few minutes ago, and bill.uuid we are going to get .toString plus dot PDF, put semicolon, then we have to write byte, and outside of this one bytes, and then we have to write file dot read all bytes, and we have to pass the file path. Let me scroll this one a little bit over here, and then we have to response, then we are going to set the response content. So response dot content is equals to new byte array content, this one, and in this we are going to just pass the bytes, and then we are going to set the content length. So response dot content dot header dot content length is equals to bytes dot long, it should be bytes dot long length, this one, put semicolon, and after that we are going to attach this one. So response dot content dot headers dot content disposition, this one, and new content value, this one, and in this we have to write attachment and put semicolon of this line. Then we have to write response dot content dot header dot this one and file name, and we have to just pass the bill.uuid.toString, and here we have to plus dot PDF, and then we have to just set the content type. So response dot content dot headers dot content type equals, so new media type header value, and mine mapping dot get mapping, and in this we just need to pass this one build dot uuid dot two strings and plus and dot pdf put semicolon at the end. So let me show you the complete line of the code what we have written. Response.header response content dot headers content type new media header value mind mapping get mind mapping bill uuid and dot string to pdf. Okay, and then we have to just return whatever the response we have and save this. Now let's run this code and let's test our both API to generate our PDF as well as okay, so we are getting error, so we click on yes. So one more thing we have forget to return whatever the error we are going to get it over here. So just in this condition here we are going to return request dot create response, and here we have to just http status code dot internal server error and ex and put semicolon and save this and just run this one code. And then we have to go to the dismiss this one and we are going to generate a token. So let me show you in the body what we have. So we are logging as an admin. Okay, it's still running right now, so just wait for a few seconds. So here we get the token, so our services is up and running. So let me close all this one, don't save this one also. And here I'm going to copy this URL and paste it over here, and this one will be post method, and in the body we have to go raw JSON and authorization we need to put the token. So I'm going to paste it over here and I'm going to header authorization and bearer token, and in this one we just need to paste it over here. And then we have to go to the body and here we have to write the code. So here we have not code we have to write the what are the details we have to just pass. So contact number, let's write here 00001111122, and after that email address we need to pass, so email@email.com, and then we have to pass the name, so name, customer name, and here we have to write payment method, and it will be going to be cash for now, cash, and product details, and here we are going to just copy paste from over here. So I'm going to copy this one and paste it over here, and then we have to pass the total amount, and that will be 966. Okay, and we have to get the path. Okay, so let's go over here, and that will be app bill, and here it should be API bill, and then we have method that will be generate report, this one. So now let's hit the API. So I'm going to send the request, and we route at this page because it's showing us some kind of error. So we have to just click on itext, this one, or view details. Okay, reference, pin and exception setting. Here we have to just click on this one, and after that you have to just click on this one to execute the other statements, and just skip all this one. And if I go over here, you can see we got the UUID over here, so it means that our bill has been generated. So let me open the bill, and here you can see the bill, 966, and here you can see the test name. And if I go over here, you can see the test name, cupcake, and quantity you can see over here, and you can see the total 966. We have passed it over here, so it means that we are getting the correct bill. And the error you have seen over here, so that will become only one time, first time. And if you uncheck that one field and then you move forward a step out, then that error will not come. And if you build this project and deploy in IIS, still you will not going to see that error. Okay, so if you try again this one, you can see we are getting the UUID. Okay, so let me get back over here, and we have to test one more API. So in that we have to test that to get API. So let me copy the URL and paste it over here, and then we have to paste the token first. So I'm going to copy the token. I'm going to hit the API. I'm going to get the token from here, and in the bearer token we are going to paste that token. Body will be almost same, so I'm going to copy paste the body over here. Raw JSON, and in this body we are just going to change the UUID over here. So UUID, and in the previous whatever we get, so we are going to just copy paste this one, and this ID we are going to pass it over here. And here we have to just change get PDF, and here we have to just change to the postman, and we will hit the API. We are getting a PDF over here, but the value is same, right? So if I change anything, let's say here we are write 1 and hit it, we will going to still get the same value. Okay, so it's getting updated. Okay, here you can see the value has been updated. So whatever the value we are going to change it over here, it will reflect in our PDF. So whatever the if exists, okay, and the token value UID is same, right? So it means that it's working fine as expected. Now we are going to write the APIs to get the bills. So let's stop this one and go scroll a little bit down. Let me close this one also. And here we have to write HTTP get method and route, and in this one get bills, and we have to pass the custom filter, authentication filter, public HTTP response message, this one, and get bills, and in this one we have to write try catch block, exception ex, and then we have to return request dot create response, and HTTP status code is okay. Then we have to send the internal server error, and after that in the try block we have to write to get the token. So we are going to request dot headers dot get values, and we are expecting authorization JSON dot first. Then we are passing token claim is equals to token manager and dot validate token, and we are going to pass the token over here. And if token claim dot rule is not equals to admin, in that case we are going to return all the bills generated by that particular user, where user result and db.bills where x and x dot created by is equals to token claims this one dot email address. If it match, then we have to reverse the order of that one and return the record. So return request dot create response and http status code dot ok and user result, this one. And for the admin we have to write where admin result is equals to db dot bills dot as enumerable and dot reverse and dot to list and return and request dot create response, and here http status code is ok, and we have to return the admin results and save this. So now you can see all the error has been removed. Now let's test this API. So I'm going to start the application and let me copy the URL. So this URL, and this will be the get API. So we have to copy this one, get bills, and paste it over here. And we need a token. So this token is related to user. So in this token we did not created any bills with this token. So if I try to hit the API, so it will not going to return anything, any data. So let's test that. So get bills, you can see we are not getting any data because this was not an admin one. So I'm going to change here admin @ I think gmail.com. let me hit the API and you can see we get the token, admin token. I'm going to over here, I'm going to paste it over here. I'm going to hit the API. So you can see we return so many data as we have hit the multiple times the API. So that's the reason it's returning the same data multiple times. Okay, so the same customer name can be repeated. It's not a problem because multiple customer can come to cafe with the same name and all. Okay, so let's write the code to delete the bill. Let's get back over here. Let me stop this and let me close this one. Let me scroll over here, and here we have to write http post method, this one, and route, and here we have to write delete bill /id and custom authentication filter public http response message and delete bill int id and try catch, and here we'll write exception ex, and here we'll write return request dot create response, and here we have to write http status code dot internal server error, and we have to return this one. And after that in the try block we have to write bill obj and db.bills.find. we are going to search by whatever the ID we are going to get it, and if bill obj is equals to null, in that case it is not exist in our database. So message bill ID does not found, this one, and return request dot create response and http status code ok, and response we are going to return, and outside of this one db.bill.remove, and we are going to pass the bill obj, this one, and db.save changes, and we are going to return the response dot message bill deleted successfully, and here we are going to return request dot create response and http status code dot ok and response. Save this. Now let's test this API. Let me run this one, and this is the post method. I'm going over here, I'm going to copy this one, open a new tab, I'm going to paste it, post method. I'm going to copy the token from here, authorization bearer token. I'm going to paste it over here, and we just need to change the name, so delete bill, this one, and paste it over here. And then we have to get the ID, so you can see we have ID 6. If I try to delete that 6 ID, it will need to work. So let me try to hit this API. You can see bill deleted successfully. We got this message. It means that it has been removed. So if I try to hit the same with the same ID, so it needs to be returned the bill not found error. Bill ID does not found error. You can see we are getting bill ID does not found error over here. So it means that our delete bill API is also working as expected. So this is all about bill part of Cafe Management System project. I hope you guys like this video. So please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.